And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against Houston, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Evan Vassell out there with Chris Paul. And it's Scott in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, the star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Big man on the 4 for him, it'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Exum in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Exum. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And the rejection by Gafford. Exum kicks to Washington. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Scott, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Exum kicks to Irving. Back to Exum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And you know, for a score-first point guard, Irving is no slouch as a facilitator.
That one good for 2. Scott's got his second bucket of the night.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Doncic with it. Chris Paul covering. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. Scott the pass to Wembanyama. And the rejection by Gafford. Ball against Doncic. Scott pulls it in. San Antonio leading. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight. That's good from Scott. Hey, Coach, it's NBA opening night, one of the best dates on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There sure is. This is the best day of the year.
Here's Scott following the score by Dallas. Sohan up top. Offline from the top of the key. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Irving. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you must be up on Kyrie at all times, or this is what he'll do to you.
Here's Scott, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Scott's got 9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
And I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Now, Wembanyama, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Wembanyama finds Vassell. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And the basket by Vassell.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Doncic finds Exum. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the paint. Here's Irving. And it's blocked by Scott. Here's Sohan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponent and making them hesitant.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Moving against Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Doncic uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 9.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Sohan with the screen. Paul passes to Sohan. Down low. Wembanyama against Gafford. They get it again. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 6. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Paul. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Doncic. Gafford is screen on Paul. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Sohan with the screen. Paul kicks to Vassell. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Sohan. Now Wembanyama. And the rejection by Gafford.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Exum with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Scott. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doncic dishes to Irving. Misses in close.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim. but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Scott, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Dante Exum. It's Thompson in for Kyrie Irving. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 11.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Here's Scott, and he lays it straight in. He's got 17.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Paul outside, takes the three. Mavericks with the rebound. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Thompson passes to Lively. Dallas, no good that time either. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Sohan. Paul surveying the floor. Outside, Scott.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The ball lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Doncic. Shot to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. And it's 13 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Scott the pass to Sohan. And the wide open shot from Paul. And it's off from three-point range. Paul against Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 15 points.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Now, here's Vassell. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Doncic against Paul. Doncic kicks to Marshall. And stolen by Vassell. Scott with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Paul against Washington. Vassell outside. Pass to Sohan. Kicks it out to Paul. Clock at 2. Launches a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 8. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Paul. And here's Washington outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Paul outside. Drives to the hoop. Off target at the rim. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Spurs lead by 5. And And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Zach Collins. Scott is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. Scott against Irving. The drive by Scott. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Scott. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Scott's got 21.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Riley against Collins. The kick out to Irving. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in blocked shots last year. In the third spot, the Spurs.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
And here is Scott. And Irving comes to help. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Last season, he played outstanding and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. 6-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from 3-point range. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. It saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Pass to Branham. Outside, Jones. To the middle. Here's Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
Well, look, when you have Jones on the floor, you know he'll run the offense.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Thompson surveying the floor. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
How about the body control Thompson has? Used to taking punishment and still able to convert.
There's a screen by Collins. Jones drives in. And there's Collins on the assist from Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Marshall with his first shot attempt. A rebound by the Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. Collins, a screen on Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Scott. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against the Rockets. To the inside. Irving lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
The Tried by Scott. And that one, good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The Spurs have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That's good from Scott. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Scott against Irving. Now, here's Scott. D right on him. Jones, no luck.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Pass to Grimes. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in.
Number 25, P.J. Washington.
San Antonio leading by 6. Barnes, screen on Irving. Here's Scott. And Lively pulls it down. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Suns. Pass to Washington. And Marshall kicks to Thompson. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Now it's just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Jones against Washington. And stolen by Thompson. Outside Irving. And another basket for...
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Dante Exum comes in for Najee Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Scott dishes to Johnson. Vassell wide open. Cans it from downtown. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he's good on the second. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. So it's the Spurs now. 3-point lead. Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Scott, good. Scott's got 28 points for the game.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Doncic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson the screen. Tried by Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
Look at Thompson move, getting tricky with it to find himself an opening.
Scott a screen. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here he goes. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic with it. He's coming off a 40-point game against Phoenix.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Off target from outside.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, you can see why they involved Wembanyama in the 2-man game.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get out and on the court, your hot ball.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. You take a look at Gafford. Leading the league in field goal percentage, he always gets good looks.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
And he makes good on the layup. Gafford's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Scott a screen. Paul passes to Scott. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Doncic. He's got 18. Pass to Washington. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, Doncic with a confident 3 ball.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Drive by Scott.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 7. Outside Irving. Fires away from way outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Johnson outside. Doncic with the steal. From past the arc. Oh, Doncic launching that one.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the 2nd, so he might be heating up.
Vassell with it. Now defended by Exum. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Johnson, a wide open look. No good with the triple. Inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
What I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
For San Antonio, they've been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Good from Scott.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Doncic kicks to Irving. Back to Doncic. 1:07 left to play in the first half. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 12 now in this quarter.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And finished off by Scott.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. Pass to Doncic. Back to Irving. Free throw line jump shot. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Here's Vassell. Wembanyama with it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Paul. Now Johnson. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Doncic outside. Pass to Washington. Three-pointer. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the San Antonio Spurs. And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of lost.
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question.
See,
Too bad. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Mavericks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
man. That was 1987 all over again.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A-Train has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Big men on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Exum in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Pass to Washington. Back to Doncic. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket.
He's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
There's a screen by Collins. Jones, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love that. Having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort, they can change the attitude of a team.
To the inside, here's Exum. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as much as 10.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Scotty's checked in for Johnson.
Jeremiah Scott.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Jones against Doncic. They set the screen. Jones, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now, here's Scott. He's defended by Exum. Scott, good. Scott's got 44.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Exum kicks to Washington. Nailed from three-point land. Washington's got 11 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Kicks it out to Jones. Doncic with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Fast break. Doncic.
Look, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Scott dishes to Collins. Good. 8 points for him.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And a wide open look for Irving. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the dunk by Scott.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Doncic looking it over. Exum sets a screen for Doncic. Now, Washington, he's got 11. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 4. Jones, the pass to Branham. Pass to Kelishvili. There's a screen by Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Jones, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Third is Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Scott, the pass to Kelishvili. Outside, Scott. There's the pick. Pass to Branham. It's good from long range. Branham's got his second basket of the night.
And we've seen improvement in this shot from Branham. Good to see him drill the 3-ball.
Doncic outside. Latray. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. San Antonio leading by 5. Left side, Scott. Collins kicks to Jones. Now, here's Scott. He's tightly guarded. To the middle, here's Kelishvili.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. To the paint. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Jones drives in. Pass to Kelishvili. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now, here's Scott. He's defended by Exum. 5 on the clock. Tied by Scott. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Ball against Doncic. Pass to Gafford. Exum deciding where to go with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Doncic kicks to Marshall. Thompson sets the pick for Exum. Good, nice job down low. Exum's got his third basket of the night.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And that's a routine play for Paul. He's not going to miss the open man.
Doncic against Paul. For the screen on Paul. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Mavericks trail by 6. Thompson outside. And Marshall kicks to Exum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Mavericks have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Paul goes in. Here's Wembanyama. What a slam from Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Doncic, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got 38 points. Lively against Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Scott. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Driving the lane, Johnson. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson in the corner. Down low. Doncic finds Thompson. Here's Lively. Marshall with it. Pass to Thompson. Now, here's Doncic. And it's blocked by Scott. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Two on the clock. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Luka Doncic. Wembanyama, a screen. The drive by Paul, stolen by Exum. Pass to Marshall. And the rejection by... And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And the Mavericks with possession here. A 2-point game.
Looking now at some numbers for Thompson. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Absolutely. I wish I had 2 or 3 like him coming off the bench when I was coaching. If I did, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you guys.
Count it. Good. Scott's got 53.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pen.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
Pass to Exum. Thompson outside for 3. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Here's Scott, and another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Doncic against Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here.
He's coming off an excellent season. First in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. Just a terrific year on the glass.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Mavericks making a switch. Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. Doncic has got 44.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Here's Scott. Another one goes. Incredible.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. He gets it in there. Doncic has got 46 points.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Outside, Scott. Takes it inside, and then Scott slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And finished off by Lively.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Launches it. And the last second. Attempt doesn't fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high level. Playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Devin Vassell out there with Scott. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Now here's Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Pass to Washington. Thompson against Scott. Back to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lively. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Barnes screen on Thompson. Scott with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Vassell, no good. Mavericks trailed by 3. And here's Marshall from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Marshall's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Scott against Irving. Barnes down low. Vassell, the pass to Scott. And there's the try. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Irving. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute...
Again, what an avalanche!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Good from Scott. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Irving looking over the floor. Count the basket. Irving's got 19 points.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Barnes, screen on Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Scott, good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Irving dishes to Thompson. Back to Irving. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Barnes.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
One shot.
That's good from Barnes. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. To the paint. It's deflected. Thompson against Scott. And got it! Another basket.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Here's Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now, here's Vassell. Not a lot of room. They double-team Wembanyama. There's the three. And they recover it. Pass to Champagnie. Vassell against Lively. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And Vassell with a nice bucket inside. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. Here's Washington over Barnes. And it's in. After a nice bounce off the right side.
I like the selfless approach from Kyrie tonight, doing whatever he can to help his team.
Scott against Irving. The drive by Scott. Vassell outside. Pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama, a screen. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. And here is Marshall. Dallas moving it around. Lively finds Washington. Marshall inside the three-point line. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Dante Exum comes in for Najee Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Thompson. And San Antonio with the change here too. Castle's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
One thing this team loves about Castle, his feel for the game, knows how to draw contact.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That would be a crucial step if he's to become a star. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Irving against Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Excellent. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Barnes screen on Doncic. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
What a number, tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Here's Irving. Got a hand on it.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Spurs with some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Paul subbed in for Vassell. Mavericks trail by 12. Exum passes to Gafford. Back to Exum. Doncic against Paul. Dallas again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Outside for Wembanyama. Shoots from 8. Castle. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Washington. Now here's Irving. Guarded closer. Pass to Exum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession. And when Victor dunks it, it sometimes looks like a toy hoop, doesn't it?
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And it's Doncic missing. Spurs leading by 12. Scott inside. He's defended by Exum. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. On defense, San Antonio. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Washington finds Irving. And it's Exum in the corner. By Wembanyama.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one. And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Pass to Scott. Just 5 to shoot. Connects again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. Ball against Doncic. 5 on the clock. Connects in the foul line jumper. Doncic has got 48.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now, here's Washington, defended by Sohan. Here's Doncic. That one misses.
This is going to end in a lopsided.
And again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
And the shot goes down. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arcs. And yet, another basket.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
Good, he hits again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Wembanyama down low. Gafford's there. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if you can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, A-Train.